Hi, I'm Rob and it's Guild Wars Day 2. I just want to go over a couple of things in the game which are slightly unclear at the moment, but first of all, just take a quick look at the rewards. Morale bonus, the higher your morale, the more people you got defending, the better it's going to be, so make sure you got as many people taking part in your guild as possible. But regarding the actual rewards, I think it's actually not too bad really. On the free path, obviously, it's not as good as the first paid for path. And you do get some silver marks just for competing, and it gets better. You get a silver icon, you get a lesser orb of glory, and even some gold marks, burning marks, and a silver orb of glory. And yeah, so not too bad. And obviously the paid for path, you get even more. But one of the things I want to go over is basically this map here. Now, when I first started seeing these numbers next to the buildings yesterday, I kind of thought it was rated to maybe wins on that building, but I don't think it is. I think it's maybe attempted battles. I'm not even sure what you got to do to defeat the building entirely. Is it defeat all the defenders that were there? And if so, is that kind of pot of luck as well? Because you got like a 1 in 3 chance of who you get when you take on that building. So yeah, it would be nice if some of these things were slightly more clarified. But anyway, let's move on. Like even here, it says sets defeated plus 2,000 points. So we got 2,000 points saying to me that 2 sets have been defeated. One must be the gate, but none of the stars are lit up elsewhere saying which way I should go. So I want to go like the trickier route if I can. I want to go a harder route to make sure the people that are in the guild that haven't got as many decent troops that I have to get the job done, make it easier for them by me going the harder route. But anyway, it is what it is. We live as we learn, or learn as we live, however the saying goes. But anyway, we have the gate, a very easy battle at first. This is here for basically just to get a guaranteed win, and for low level players or people that are new to the game to actually come in and have a chance of actually winning some battles. And even if you're really new to the game, you can just do all your battles at the gate and guarantee some points for your guild if you think the subsequent battles are going to be too tough. But I'm not going to go over these teams too much. Went over them quite a lot yesterday, but basic team here. Ogress, Titan class, 50% start in mana. Pulls herself to the front. Destroys or explodes gems. This also is going to have a 50% start in mana. Explodes red gems. Gives a status effect to the team and has a summon. And Meteordon is going to do the damage. I'm not trying to do these in any sort of no mythic way kind of thing like I do on other videos. This is a guild based event, and the better I do, the better it does for the guild. So I'm not going to lose points basically by picking lower level troops, legendary only troops, that kind of thing, for the benefit of players watching the video who may like to see that kind of thing. But I can't do that, because this is something which affects the whole guild. So basically I need to score as many points as possible, and every now and again you got to cater for the high level or mid game or end game players as well, to show them how you go about it if you have certain troops. So yeah, it is what it is. But with the restrictions only being quite small now kind of thing, because this is like Broken Spire, there's not a big pool of troops to pick from, then basically you're going to not have that many choices anyway. Like if you've only got Magma Dragon as your damage to all troop, then it's kind of pretty obvious that that's the one you should go for, with something like a explodey red weapon. And this, like if you haven't got Meteordon here, but you have got these first two, then Magma Dragon would obviously be your go-to troop for that. So yeah, you got to mix and match as you can best. But anyway, let's get this job done. Who is best to cast? Ogress or Fire God's Heart? Well, there's no case smattering of red everywhere, but a few spaces left unattended. So we're basically going to go knock knock with the Ogress and do that. We'll take every 4 match that we can. It's one of the bonus points in this by taking 4 matches. This is where I kind of rushed through a couple of games a little bit yesterday, and I did actually miss a couple of 4 matches. So I actually cast this while there was 4 matches available, which basically means I lost points by doing that, I believe. So let's get this motley crew out of the way. Oh, and she survived. That was a bit cheeky. Is that going to finish her off? No, she's got that huge reduction, hasn't she? By spells by 75%. Is there a skull match anywhere? Should we just Cast Magma Dragon. That's not going to be enough, is it? Because that's only going to be like 15 damage. You can divide by 2. Oh no, we've got a boost. 60, boost 13. Oh, that's just enough. Got to be okay at maths as well in this game to actually work out some things sometimes. Look at that attractive beast there. Wow. Magnificent. Right, so we are through the gate. Where should we go next? You have to do the choice of the 2 1-star buildings first before you can move on to the other ones. The 2 stars and then the 3 stars and the palace. So if we go here, we have a Titan team. Reasonably strong, using a Immortal here, but she's not going to get the double damage. That has to be in Winter's Reach. And none of the Guild Wars battles are going to be in those types of kingdoms. Well, we've got a Elementalist team here. So I'm just thinking, see, I can't see right now which way most of my guild have gone, because it's got 2 by all of them, which means they've kind of gone an even kind of way. So I'm just thinking, what happened yesterday? Well, yesterday people did kind of end up going the middle routes more than anything. There was a one at the top, whatever that was. I think it was Arena. That was one that we didn't defeat, and there was the maze one on the far right hand side we didn't defeat. So I'm thinking about moving up on this just to take that top row, just because that's where one we missed out yesterday, and it's a tricky team as well. Obsidian, Libram, exploding gems, summons a troop, Mortal Glacier doing lots of true damage, but she won't get that double damage effect, and she is invulnerable. What level is she? 11. Oh, that's not too bad. Leprechaun has a fast start, exploding the board, which is going to be dangerous, and the Foxfire King does true damage to all enemies or deal true damage to the weakest enemy, boosted by red gems and spirit gems, and has a 50% chance to inflict fairy fire on a random enemy when matching red gems. So this is actually quite a tough team. So I can fight fire with fire and go fast, having a nice 50% mana start on these 2, or I can go Elementalist. Stun, freeze, burn, and entangle. Right, I'm going to switch. I'm going to play it safe. Even though it's nice to have that fast start, it is always good to slow the enemy down. And even though it seems like a slower start at first, it only takes 1 or 2 turns to get going half the time. So yes, it's weighed in. So we have Ogress, we have our Medal of Anu. Right, let's jump in. I was looking for those bonus 4 matches straight away. Think about taking this green, take it away from their leprechauns so they don't get a particularly good start on that. There's not many green on the board right now. I pick up yellow at the same time. They didn't do it anyway. So weird when they don't cast that, but it was a skull hit. The AI does tend to take skull hits when they're there. You can actually skull bait the enemy by purposely leaving them skull hits sometimes. Alright, I'm going to take this brown here. Put them green together, so theoretically it might give less mana gen for the leprechaun should it cast. And they got that freeze gem at the same time, which was a bit annoying because it's now affected me on red. So I'd like to take this, but it is my magma dragon at the bottom, which is affected by that, so I'm going to cast this instead. Let's grab some of them. Pardon me. Alright, so I think we dish out some damage. Nice little bonus bunch of damage there, and we got the extra turn as well. So this is a good cast for this. There's lots of red splattered around everywhere, so I'm going to be destroying most of the board as well as getting the status effects. And if it doesn't work out, I've got Ogress as my backup, and it did work out, an absolute treat. You get a lot of extra turns with this kind of thing when you explode the board, because we've got a double lava storm with our magma dragon. Red and brown fall more than the other colours. So we'll get magma dragon up at the same time, as well as an extra 4 match, and we shall very nearly win the day. They must have had a barrier. Cheeky little scamp. But that's enough. No, it's not. Oh my goodness, how annoying is that? 74 damage total with the boost. They got 78. Even with the burn, it leaves them on 1 health point. I think I'm actually better off seeing what happens with this. See if I got a lucky skull hit afterwards. Oh. No, I just want to do this just to prove my point. They got left on 1. And they did. Look at that. How annoying. What? Oh, that was very lucky. But that's what happened. That's why it's such a cool weapon. Anyway, that gives me 4 matches. That's like I can pick up more stuff now. Happy days. Maybe. Wasn't the plan. It is what it is. Come on, Ogress. Right, let's stop messing around. Let's stop experimenting because they've got a full team again now. I suppose it's a good way of picking up extra 4 matches. Things like that. Oh dear. It is what it is. Alright. So many things going on half time. You can't tell whether the enemy's got a barrier or not. It didn't. Happy days. Alright, let's go Ogress, even though there's not too much red, purple. Oh, there's enough. There's probably enough. Not quite enough to get it charged, I don't think. Not without a lucky cascade or 2. But that will do. Eventually. I wonder how many points we got for that. I wonder if that's actually in my favour, in a way, to kill more enemies and stuff. Alright, let's let this... Oh, it's 305... Oh, so total. So what do I get for the actual game? 174. Just going to let these extra points tick over just to see what I actually picked up from that. So they're finished now. Right, so where should we go? Mage Tower or Fletcher? I was going to go across the top because that's what people were avoiding, it seemed, before. So I'm just going to go along the top route, I think. And we have a Elementalist team. Pretty dangerous. Spider Throne. Life and Death. Ratnian Weaver. King Avalon. This gives elf allies a 50% start with mana, if I can even say it. Ratnian Weaver, a fantastic troop, webs all enemies, dealing true damage to the last 2 enemies. And if an enemy dies, explode 15 gems. And it's got an awesome set of traits at the same time. It cannot be targeted. Is immune to all status effects and has a 75% chance to summon a web spinner when an enemy dies. And Life and Death is still really good. Stealing magic +1 life from the last 2 enemies. Death mark them, then bless itself. And it, yeah, still very, very dangerous indeed. And the Spider Throne, start battles with full mana, convert all brown to web gems, which is a purple. Right, so dangerous team. Still gonna have to go Elementalist on this. There's no natural cleanse in there for them. Gonna freeze. Rock solid, yeah. Okay. But I think I'm going to change this for weapon where you can get a cleanse, which is this one here. The Cursebreaker Hammer. Deal magic-based splash damage to an enemy with a +4 per temporary level boost. Bless all brown allies and curse all brown enemies. So we can curse them. That's going to be really good versus things like their Arachnian Weaver. Because that's going to curse it and it will make it basically no longer impervious. Which means we can affect it with our Elementalist effect when we cast that. It's going to be a 2-cast Meteordan jobby again. Let's go. Slurp up my tea. Alright, we are frozen on Meteordan, which means we're effectively frozen on red, purple and brown. So I'll take that straight away. Gonna miss the turn when I take this, but that's too much purple not to take. It's a guaranteed mana surge when you do that, and we've got to look to this as well. Convert all brown gems to web gems. It's like, got it there. Yeah, they're going to collect that regardless. Or will they? If I... Hang on. No, I've got to disrupt this. Look, this is where you've got to pay attention. I've got to take it down. That way, still got the mana surge. Take that brown at the same time. Otherwise, if I took it this way, I can actually leave that for them to change and get an extra turn out of it. Right, yes. That way is the only real way to go. Right, so... what can we do next? Should we use this straight away? I think we do. I think we do. Right, let's explode the board. We're going to take out all these purple gems at the same time, which is nice. That's going to feed straight into my Meteorodon. And we've got the extra turn. Happy days. Don't want to count more chickens, but it feels like this game is already won. 74. It's going to take out 1, 2, 3 troops. So I think we do that. Do you want to take any chances? Let's get our Ogress up. Just see if we've got any ways of getting a double drop. A cascade where you drop one gem match to make another one. Might take this here. Because the chance of a brown coming down into that middle one there. Didn't matter. We got it anyway. Let's check for extra turns first. This is where I was going wrong yesterday. I was a little bit excited to play Guild Wars again and I didn't check the extra turns enough. And they are dead. Right, let's check out the score for this one and the bonuses. Connect 8, whatever it was. Receive 2 more extra moves. 6 turns or less bonus. One with 4 and allies still alive. So yeah, plus that was 223 points for that one. Right, we're going to... oh, that way. Right, into the Eyrie. Is this someone that hasn't set their defense? No weapon in this team? And a sentinel at the start? I think this might be someone that hasn't set their defense. Yeah, it's not a very good team. Yeah. So, yeah, I think we can... okay. It is what it is. You can only beat what's or play what's put in front of you. But I still want to cleanse just in case things like that happen. So I think we'll just go again. Alright, looking for brown or green. There's a skull hit there. Curse and disease when enemies deal skull damage to me. So I don't particularly want to inflict that upon myself. Might just go for this double red here. Oh, I'm tempted to take the brown. Still want to get Ogress up, but there's not a lot of brown there at the moment. If I take that, it's going to give them a 4 match on red. They don't use red, but hey. I know it's not an important game because it's basically a guaranteed win, but I still like to try and do the right thing. Oh, let's just give them a bash round of chops to start with, just for being annoying. Come on, Ogress. Get your ogre clobber on. Got an extra turn out of that. We'll take it this way because we can get purple, which is then going to lead to getting that red, which is going to lead to dropping down this brown. Well, that's a rather lovely little cascade. Let's grab as many extra turns as possible. I think this is going to help the score overall for obliterating the team. See, another thing about the game as well is that you can't actually see how well your defences are doing. We've picked all our defences on our keep, but there's no way of people actually seeing how well we're doing, which is kind of really annoying. You do want to see how well your defense is doing. So, the palace. We have entered the palace against a elementalist team. They would have picked one of the stars, which gets changed to prismatic orb can be problematic if those create 8 gems works in the favour of the enemy team. It gives them a lot of mana. And Immortal Ossifer is here, converts all gems of a chosen colour to Doom Skulls. This is the kind of thing which is still dangerous even when controlled by the AI. More dangerous when controlled by a human, because you can select that colour accordingly, but quite often the AI will just pick something a little bit daft sometimes. And that does then do true damage to all enemies. And Diamantina does tons of damage. And a fast starter from Leprechaun. So yeah, that's actually quite a dangerous team there. They've got a fast start here. They've got this potential mana gen here and lots of damage with these two. But I think I'll still go again. Elementalist, I think important again to try and shut down the speed of these three. Can't do anything about this because it's invulnerable. So not even curse affects it. But I do want the cleanse from that to actually help myself should they get some 4 matches themselves. So again, same again. Just hope we don't lose any troops because there's no summon in this team, of course. Alright, well, they got lucky already because my snap freeze went on somebody that was immune because nobody's frozen on their side, and there's a fair amount of green for them to explode already. So let's take away some green from Leprechaun. And their prismatic orb is already up. So we need to get as much mana from this as possible. Never know what the AI is going to do with that. Sometimes it will do a really good cast, and another time it'll be a little bit naff. There's no brown for me to collect, all green for my Ogress, so that's slightly rubbish. We'll take red away from Diamantina and Ossifer. But I'm going to do it this way, just in case another red drops down there and gives me a bit more red. Right, at least we're going to get our Ogress up. Right, come on. Need to get this show on the road. Uh-oh. See, that's where the prismatic orb kind of lets the soul down. But how can there be this much red and brown on the board and not be any 4 matches? Crazy. Right, so I'll take it here. Alright, I could sort of do the cleanse because we've got a couple of freezes going on. But I might chip in with the damage first. And the reason is, if I damage them first, I can then chip in with this afterwards, doing more damage. Yeah, let's go for it. Right, so what we got? Not enough to kill anybody, but certainly enough to do a nice heavy whack. I've only got 1 troop here frozen at the moment, so I'm quite tempted to actually cast this again. If my Meteor Order gets charged up, it is pretty much over. Oh, but they got a lovely one there. That was a whole load of mana for them. My Meteor Order did not get quite charged up. Right, so scratching the beard, Indiana Jones style. I think I'll just cast Ogress again. She's been affected by the Elementalist effect. This is guaranteed to get my Meteor Order up. We did get an extra turn. Lots of incoming damage. And a lonely on fire Diamantina who will burn to death next round, but who's going to die anyway, thanks to our Curse Breaker Hammer. So, another Everybody's Dead day. Good stuff. Let's take a look at the overall score. 8 of a kind. 10 turns or less. Only 2 points for that. Wasn't quick. So that game was worth 518 points in the daily war total 1,366, which is more than what I got yesterday. So I think that was due to the fact I took more of those 4 matches, which is important to do, which I was missing yesterday. But yeah, another everybody's dead day. And yeah, we've got some of these stars lit up now. So like I was saying at the beginning, see, it can't be what I thought it was either. See, I was thinking this must mean when these stars are lit. Oh no, that's my route. Oh, that's the route I took. That's why they're lit up. And the sets defeated must be that Thieves Guild in the middle row and Mage Tower. Well, that's rather all unclear, isn't it? I don't know. If you've deciphered, if you've worked out or read up somewhere on some information and you know what these stars mean, what the numbers mean and things like that, then please let me know in the comments, because it would be really, really nice to know. But it's still a shame that you can't see how well your defence is doing. It's like, who goes into war as a general, as a leader, as a soldier even, with no way of knowing how your defenders are doing? It doesn't happen. You say, okay, Bob, Jim and Mary, you go over there and you defend that tower. And then matey boy, the boss or boss lady, gets on the phone and says, how's that defence doing over there by the tower? We don't know. When does that happen? What the heck? Come on, game. There's got to be something that's included. You've got to know how your defences are doing, and it would be nice to know actually who has played as well, because that's one thing I'm missing from this, is that system before where we had that in-guild competition with Paragon, Champion, all that lot, which was really good. But like I said yesterday, they may have taken that out just to stop some people feeling bad about their score, or if they weren't particularly good at Guild Wars, or didn't think they were very good anyway. But anyway, that's another thing. They may add additions to this in the future. But there's a video. If you enjoyed it, it'd be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again in the next one. Bye for now.